Hello, Experience. Welcome. I'm Kate Yoga Ryan. Thank you for joining me for today's brief meditation on letting life in. So when challenging and uncertain circumstances meet us at our doorstep, it can be hard to not move into future imaginings or loop back into past experiences. Today's meditation reminds us how to be with what is here now, and whatever that is. And so I invite you to begin by choosing your seat for the practice, a way to be in your body that feels most supportive and light, as well as grounded down into earth. And so as you establish your spot, feel free to move, adjust, switch side to side, release any stuck energy, particularly in the hips, in the shoulders, and the head and the jaw. And as you find your stable place, take a deep breath in through your nose. And on your exhale, soften your eyes down to close. As you find yourself here in this moment, check in on yourself. How will your body and mind be most rested and relaxed and at ease here? And is there anything that's keeping you from being present right now? Pause for a few moments to allow the transition from the life off the cushion to the life here to begin. Begin to send your attention to your breathing. See if you can soften or deepen into a lower experience of belly breathing now. Many of us often unconsciously grab and pull in, tucking the navel in throughout our days, which causes a lot of stress and tension to build up there. Can you release in these areas, providing more space? Finding more ease with every round of breath here. Breath, your life force, breathing you into being moment by moment. Feel yourself allowing your energy, your prana, your breath to flow as freely and easily through you, allowing life to simply flow in and out. You as the observer of that movement. And as we begin to shift our focus to today's intention of letting life in, I'd like to read a poem called Hokusai Says by Roger Keyes. Hokusai says, look carefully. He says, pay attention, notice. He says, keep looking, stay curious. He says, there is no end to seeing. He says, look forward to getting old. He says, keep changing. You just get more who you really are. He says, get stuck, accept it. Repeat yourself as long as it is interesting. He says, keep doing what you love. He says, keep praying. He says, every one of us is a child. Every one of us is ancient. Every one of us has a body. He says every one of us is frightened. He says every one of us has to find a way to live with fear. He says everything is alive. Shells, buildings, people, fish, mountain, trees. Wood is alive. Water is alive. Everything has its own life. Everything lives inside us. He says, live with the world inside you. He says it doesn't matter if you draw or write books. It doesn't matter if you saw wood or catch fish. It doesn't matter if you sit at home and stare at the ants on your veranda or the shadows of the trees and grasses in your garden. It matters that you care. It matters that you feel. It matters that you notice. It matters that life lives through you. Contentment is life living through you. Joy is life living through you. Satisfaction and strength is life living through you. He says, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Love. Feel. Let life take you by the hand. Let life live through you. In these next few moments, pause, asking yourself, how can I more easily allow life to be lived through me? What we perceive as good or bad or neutral, it doesn't matter. Here we learn to become the observer. And here we learn what matters. It matters that you care. It matters that you feel. It matters that you notice. It matters that life lives through you. Feel that life force of your breath moving through you freely for another few moments here. Practice this art of noticing, of being with, of allowing life to live through you. Observing now any subtle changes in mind and body, in energy, in release, in calm and peace. And taking with you all that is good into the next few moments of your life. Together, take a deep breath in through your nose and an easy breath out your mouth. Do that twice together. Inhale through your nose. Exhale completely through your mouth. One final time, breathe in here. And exhale here. Blink your eyes open. Welcome home.